if you are a Christian, and if you are a Christian, you cannot help to believe also in, how to call it, like a divine intervention. The Bible is full of stories with divine intervention, and people whose life seem to be like predetermined. And whether people believe me or not, in 2015 it felt to me like a divine intervention in my life, a push, a feeling, like I can only really describe it only like a distant calling. And I vowed back then in a chapel in Serbia, I vowed back then, no plan, just faith, to, how to say it, to kind of go wherever the flow takes me, wherever it feels like I'm supposed to be. And by doing so since 2015, my life started to change, and I think it changed for the better. It helped me to deal with stuff from the past. I found a relative peace, and more while living here the last 5 years, I found that it is like a quest, like a like it's meant to be, like it's every time when I deviate from the path, to say it like that, every time when I try to incorporate my own whatever ideas, it doesn't feel like a flow, like natural, like as if it was meant to be. And every time when I get thrown back to that same feeling as in 2015, then I realize more and more what I need to do. What could be the purpose that I need to do? And one thing I'm really totally convinced of myself more and more is to follow this example. I'm a sinner like anyone else out there who is a Christian. But of all those saints out there, which example you could follow to to lead a Christian life. After all, if you if you want to be a Christian, if you really truly want to be a Christian, you want to follow Christ's its example, and you will look to your fellow humans in the past and their examples, the apostles, saints. And the more and more I look at Christianity and trying to be a Christian, failing miserably in many regards, but the more and more I look, the more and more I realize also whose example I want. First and foremost, free will. God gave you free will, a choice, choose. Read and you will find, search and you will find the answers. And I think, yes, I need to dedicate my life in such a way, like Saint Francis dedicated his life, in which humanity, first and foremost, was his leading principle. Yeah. And if you look up, the saints I'm a Catholic. Yes, I am a Catholic. I'm baptized into the Catholic faith. And by the way, I'm named even after a Catholic saint, Saint Sylvester, because my birthday is 31 December. And Silvio is derived from the name Sylvester, because in Germany it's also called, my birthday, Silvestertag. So call it poetic, I don't know. But yes, since I was born I had a love for animals, very deeply ingrained in my soul. Perhaps it's due to my birthday, I don't know. But there have been quite many saints in the Catholic faith who have been known for their love and care, not only for other humans, but likewise for animals. So yes, I'm shivering when I'm talking like this, because it's not easy to talk about your to the public, to share your way of faith and believing, to share your inner feelings, because a lot of times when you share them, they only get looked upon with ridicule, with disdain, with I don't know what. And many people, they confuse, as I always say, kindness with weakness. They consider kindness to be a sign of weakness. Yet I dare to say that to stay kind in a cruel world, to protect your soul from hardening, from becoming like a stone, your heart. That takes effort. That really takes effort. I can tell you from personal experiences. It does. And I agree with Saint Francis, and in particular the warning. Even before I knew this, even before I knew that a saint, Saint Francis, said this, I said this myself for many years. If someone is capable of hurting the innocent, children, animals, elderly, the weak and defenseless, that yes, that person is evil. If someone hurts animals, they would do the same to you if they would get away with it. They would. So here I am with this organically grown, I dare to say, dog shelter, Doggy Day Transylvania. It just, it just organically grew on me. I didn't plan for it. It just happened. And quite a few times when I thought I would lose the place, believe it or not, something happened and intervened so I would not lose the place. Yes, to me it feels predestined. And I'm kind of scared, I suppose, in a positive way, like in 2015. A healthy excitement inside, a thought about the unknown, like, oh, I will not know what to find there. I don't know if I'm strong enough, able enough to go there, to succeed. The normal, typical doubts. But I have faith. I do. I know it's meant to be. Deep inside, I know exactly what I need to build. Call it strange, call it stupid, call it whatever you want. I don't care. I've been already ridiculed about it in these almost 10 years by several people. When I said already years ago, it feels like You know, Hansel and Gretel. You know that famous little fairy tale? Following bread crumbs to find your way home, or where you belong. And when I came here in 2018, it absolutely felt like I belong here. It absolutely felt like you are put here for a reason, and not just a personal reason to find peace, like a gift, but to do something for other beings, humans or animals. And I try to do. And in the moment I feel scared because neighbors, not all so-called Christian neighbors, are as understanding as others that I take care of animals. And they threaten with actions. I can only pray that it will be legal actions instead of stupid, physical, violent actions. Because the person involved is known to be a violent person. Not against me, I have no personal experience, but I know from the stories of the other neighbors and of his own, boasting about being Bolland, Prost. So yes, and the day before yesterday he reminded me, comes I will take action. Okay, my friend. I never ran away from a fight. I've tried to run away from fights many times, but I never ran away once the punches flew. You're gonna get hurt anyways. You may as well fight back. But I also believe that this person will fail. I'm positive of it. It doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't matter. Why? If it becomes to a physical violence, he fucks himself, and he will only help to basically spread the message, right? Because for sure, if a violent act happens in this peaceful communa, it makes headlines. And regardless outcome for me, it will turn the attention to the, at least for a moment, to the cause. If it becomes a legal battle, which I don't hope, of course, but if it becomes a legal battle, then again, it will serve its purpose. It will become public, and at least for a moment, there will be attention to the cause. Whether I would win, of course, that's up to God. But I believe that, I truly believe that if you serve a cause of God, you will win. You might yourself be shaky, afraid, insecure, unsure, doubtful. But the one thing I truly believe is that if you go against God, whoever tries, they will fail. That I believe to the deepest of my soul. And therefore I can only pray that my cause is supported. And if it is, I will overcome. If it isn't, I need to adjust and adapt. That's what I mean with no plan, just faith. Of course you have plans, but there's this nice joke, remember? If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Well, like I said, I'm a bit shaky talking about this subject. I always have this little insignificant wooden cross close to me. It helps me to remind me of a promise. I hope it helps you too. Well, as always, I hope you are okay wherever you are out there in the world. I really do. I really do. Have a nice day.